political eruption and chaos in Sri Lanka over the weekend, where protesters, thousands of protesters, essentially overtook the police and went to the president's house and office. And those are images of the protesters that took place this past Saturday. And that's President Rajapaksa, who has now said that he would resign Wednesday, July 13th. But the latest issue that's come out of there, that the reports were, where is President? He is missing in action and only communicating via parliamentary assistant. Well, the Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was blocked from catching a flight out of his country. The airport immigration staff refused to facilitate his escape from the nation amidst this crisis. He attempted to flee the island nation after protesters stormed his official residence this past weekend, and those were the images that you can see. He's been accused of essentially botching Sri Lanka's economy to the point that it cannot afford essential goods like fuel, cooking oil, just basic necessities. The president, who's been accused of mismanaging Sri Lanka's economy now to the point of a collapse, has fled his official residence just before what police say is a breach by protesters. And they said that he arrived at the airport. Immigration officers declined to enter the VIP suite to stamp his passport. They said that essentially admits what's going on, that the public has essentially feared that he's going to get away and not be held accountable. And this is part of why they decided to stop him. Now, the president promised he would resign Wednesday, July 13th, as the mass protesters took over the capital. This is after decades of economic disasters by his policies when it came to tax breaks, which essentially didn't bring in much revenue to the government, and then the pandemic hit and their tourism, which is their main industry, stopped, and now the country is in a collapse, and that's what you're seeing in Sri Lanka right there. Now, thousands of demonstrators did storm, and as they're still protesting. Now, they're also saying that according to the protesters who did storm the residence, they said that they seized a suitcase of Rajapaksa's residence that contained documents and nearly 18 million rupees, which is approximately $50,000. And Rajapaksa's president's younger brother, Basil, who is the country's former finance minister, also was stopped at the airport from fleeing. The officials had refused to process the visas for both of them, saying that they were trying to flee and said they should stay in the country and deal with the ongoing troubles that they're dealing with. Now, the official opposition party is saying that they would be able to form government, and there will be an election on July 20th to oversee that, and then that would be held in place for the rest of the term until 2024.